Behind me is the Madina District Hospital. It is under construction now. The deadline for its completion has elapsed. And so according to the workers, they work from Monday to Monday to ensure that this hospital is ready to serve the people in this area. But on one Friday afternoon, there was an explosion in its power station. One of its electricians, Ernest Obeng, was the man who was working at the time. He suffered bad injuries. We're here to find out from him how it all happened. And so how did this happen?
We was working at the power station and removing one of the cable, and the fire happens. The fire exploded.
Give me an idea of the explosion. Was it massive? Was it?
Yeah, it was a massive, because we can hear the sound and then how the heat and then the fire came out. It was very heavy.
I see. So I saw some pictures earlier. That's not exactly how your face is. So what was the nature of the wounds, the injury you suffered?
Yeah, it was very painful. Of course, very painful. By the grace of God, and I am healed.
So how was the wound like? I see it looks like your face has healed. Is this how it's always been?
No, it was all my face, some of my, just a little portion that I could not experience the fire, but this side it was really spoiled.
Did it also affect your hands? I see the wound.
Hands, and you can see it here.
How long ago was this?
Yeah, that was 1 month ago. Okay. 1 month ago.
So since that incident, what has been the response of your bosses here?
Yeah, the response of my bosses is they were taking care of the hospital bills, and after that I couldn't even hear about them again. Well, they need to pay us in two ways. The first pay they gave it to me, but the second one they could not even give it to me. Yeah.
But who paid for your medical bills?
Yeah, my engineer who pays the bill. Was
that his personal money, or it was something from the company?
By that time, it was his personal money that he used to pay.
Okay. So far, what is the total of your medical bills?
Yeah, the total of my medical bills getting to 600 Ghana cedis. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, have you been able to pay them?
Yeah, since they paid half, and when I went home, and then I too was paying the rest.
How has life been like since you suffered this injury?
It was not easy, but we're still managing, and it was not easy. But sometimes people came in and look at me and they gave me something. Yeah.
Ernest, what's the working condition here like?
The working condition, there was nothing like SNIT, there was nothing like holidays, they will pay you. No, holiday is holiday. If you didn't come to work, fine, you won't get any salary. But no SNIT, nothing.
But you're paid by day, you know?
By day, 2 weeks, then they send you your money to your mobile money.
So you're saying they don't pay your SNIT?
Yeah, they don't pay SNIT.
So where do you sleep when you work here?
Yeah, we sleep at the place where they have more the place for us for the workers to sleep there. Yeah, it's a roofing sheet that they have divided it for us, for that we sleep there.
Where was it finished? Were there beds?
There was no beds, unless when you are going inside, then you get a carpenter to mold a box for you, then you go and sleep inside.
So back to your injury, has there been any conversation about compensation?
Nothing else, nothing. Right now, my hand, I have a problem on my hand, so that's the difficult way for me. I can't even hold a screwdriver to work proper. So what do you want? They need to compensate me so that I can go my way and go and do whatever that I want to do with it.
We've tried to get a side of Ernest's boss's story. They will not speak to us on record, but we understand that Ernest at the time of the explosion was using his phone while working. We speak to Ernest and he says that cannot be the story, because they've been warned on several occasions not to use their phones while on site. And so at the time of the explosion, his phone was some 3 meters away from him. In situations of workplace accidents and injuries, what are employers and employees supposed to do? I've come to see an HR and labor specialist Senyo M. Ajabing for answers. Sir, what is best practice in situations like this one?
Well, thank you, Caleb. So basically, we can phase the interventions into 4 categories. So the occurrence of the incident or the accident, the reportage, that is reporting it to the right authorities, then the medical intervention, and then compensation. So when the thing happens, when an accident happens in the workplace, an employer is supposed to first take action to provide the employee with medical attention, so first aid and then medical treatment, which normally is at the cost of the employer. Beyond that, the employer within 7 days is supposed to report the accident and injury or death to the chief labor officer at the labor department. After this is done, the workmen's compensation law is going to be used to calculate compensation. But this is based on the fact that after treatment, where the employee is disabled or suffers some level of disability, then the percentage disability is used to calculate the compensation, which would be applicable to the employee.
Ernest tells me the company has disengaged him without his last salary, but efforts to reach the company for a response has not been successful. Caleb Kuda for City News.